Race 6, Follow Cape Racing on social media. Cape C Stakes has been won by number 5, Lucy the Pink, and she came back well after a little bit of a rest from the Greg Indian yard. But just to mention Tubani Mangasango, he receives R1,000 from Hollywoodbets, thanks to them, and also Cape Racing. Jocker board was Anthony Andrews, and Anthony, well done.
Thank you very much, Vicky.
She last time obviously ran a great race. Were you happy the way you were positioned around the turn?
Yeah, you know, I wanted to be at a little bit handier where I was in the race, but they came out and they really set a good tempo the first 2 furlongs, and I couldn't chase her to close the gap and to hold my position, because then she takes a bit of a hold in the race. So I just let her get there on her own pace and keep her switched off as possible, and then I was just hoping for a split in the straight.
At the end, it got a bit close between you and Meta. Did you think you were always going to get the measure of the other filly? Yeah,
you know, once I got a clear run in and she let down on me and she really fought to the line, I definitely did think I was going to get to her. But earlier in the straight, I picked my gap, and there was a nice gap. But the time I got to the gap was gone. So I had to do a quick switch, and actually she just changed legs and quickened up straight away with me. If she hesitated there, I don't think I would have got to the filly.
Well done for making the right choice at the right time and winning a good race.
Thank you very much. Just a huge thanks to Mr. Indian. You know, he always tries to support me where he can. So big thanks to him and his team at home, to Marsh, to everybody. Thank you very much, and to Sorrento State. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Anthony Andrews, jock aboard Lucy the Pink, bred by Terry Andrews out at Sorrento. But she's a yes, you. She's a daughter of Louis the King. But this filly loves this time of the year. She comes well.
Yeah, no, she's, you know, she's really come well. I've taken all the stuff off her. She used to run in a fancy bit and blinkers and God knows what. And I said, you know what, just take everything off her. And the first run with everything off, she ran second. And today, brilliant ride by Anthony. I thought he was in trouble, you know, about the 300 or the 250, where he got squeezed a bit. But it was a great ride, and yeah, she's doing very well. It's her time of year. I hope the people, you know, take cognizance of that, because horses have seasons. I mean, you can see it all. You can see that graph every year. They have their valley periods and their peak periods, and she's getting up to her peak period now. Let's hope she gets there.
Well, today was a good indicator. She's definitely idling the right way.
No, absolutely, yeah. But I just want to say well done and thank you to Marsh. We're partners in this horse, and I think she will win again, and maybe even more than one. And well done to Terry and Annabella Andrews, who bred her. She was a beautiful filly at the Mystico sale, and I said to Marsh, "Come on, I want to buy this filly." He said, "Okay, I'm in half with you." Yeah, thanks. I'm appreciative of that.
Hey, well, she's also done well for you, so well worth the investment.
Yeah, and she wasn't expensive. I've been told not to talk about my cheap horses anymore, but I was talking about my expensive horses. So she was my expensive horse at 50 grand.
Well done.
Cheers.
That's Greg in the wings. It's Marsh Shercliffe who's going to come across and join us. Partner involved with Greg in the filly. Well done.
Yeah, Vicky, what a surprise. Now, I told you, I think it was last week when I had a winner, that I hadn't had a winner for 10 weeks, but now I've had 3 winners this week. So it goes like this. Guys, don't please have face. Yeah, well done to Greg, my partner, and an outstanding ride from Anthony, and to his parents for breeding this lovely filly. She's done us pretty proud. Not bred out the most fashionable stallion, but he's come up with the odd one. And yeah, so yeah, it's been a good day.
Well, hopefully your run continues and we see you a bit more often coming forward.
Your lips to God's ears, Vicky. Thank you.
Also, you're striding out much better, so the winners are doing you good.
Yeah, I've been training a bit. Thanks, Vicky.
Well done. Well done to Marsh Shercliffe. As he said, he's on a bit of a run at the moment after a dry patch, so well received. The winner with number 5, Lucy the Pink, daughter of Louis the King. Well done to Terry Andrews for breeding, and Marsh from Green Acres Trust, and Greg Indian for owning. Lucy the Pink, as Greg said, and as MJ alluded to in the preview, that she comes well in the winter, so keep an eye on Lucy the Pink through the wetter months coming up.